There is something kind of funny about adults who are obsessed with Disney. They wear Mickey ears at the airport, decorate their homes with Disney merch, and plan multiple Disney park trips every single year. It might seem innocent at first. What is the harm in loving a company that makes fairy tales and fun rides? But when you take a closer look, there's actually a deeper story here, one about consumerism, overconsumption, and how it can quietly drain your finances while making you feel like it's all for joy. Disney isn't just a brand anymore, it's a full-on lifestyle. And for many adults, Disney becomes a part of their identity. They don't just like it, they live it. They wear Disney-themed outfits to work, eat at Disney-themed restaurants, and even go on Disney cruises. Others schedule their entire year around the next trip to Disneyland or Disney World. And vacations become traditions, and those traditions become expectations. And none of this is cheap. Take something like the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. It's marketed to kids, sure, matching princess dresses for the kids, and maybe even a dinner reservation at Cinderella's royal table to top it off. The whole fairy tale family day can add hundreds more to your vacation tab. And then, there are adults who take Disney bounding to the next level. Outfits inspired by characters without violating costume rules. Entire wardrobes are built around Belle, Ariel, or even Buzz Lightyear. It's fun, creative, and expensive, while you are trying to build a unique outfit for every park day. So let's break it down. At Disney World, a single day base ticket from one adult starts at $109 but can rise as high as $189 depending on the season. Disneyland's pricing follows the same structure. If you want to hop between parks, that's an extra $65. Genie Plus to skip the lines, that'll cost another $25 to $35 per person per day. Then there's travel costs, plane tickets, rental cars, or gas. Hotel stays near or inside the park can range from $150 to $800 per night. Character meals and sit-down restaurants can push dinner for two over $100. One matching shirts, themed snacks, and a lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge. That's hundreds more. A week-long vacation for two adults can easily land between $4,000 and $6,000. Add kids, you're looking at $7,000 to $10,000 depending on your choices. Annual passes like Disneyland's Magic Key cost up to $1,649, and Disney Vacation Club or their timeshare program can start at $25,000 or more. And the thing is, Disney isn't getting any cheaper. In fact, it's getting very expensive very fast. The past 10 years, the average cost for a Disney World single park ticket has inflated more than 56% and has outpaced inflation, which was only 32%. From $16.50 in 1985, $99 in 2015, and to the $109 to $189 price point today. Disneyland has quadrupled the top price of tickets since 2000. And despite all of these increases, Disney adults are still flocking to Disney, whether they can afford it or not. A recent survey found that 45% of parents take on debt for Disney vacations, and a single week for a family of four can cost anywhere from $6,000 to $15,000. So why do adults, many of whom are stressed, overworked, and trying to stay financially afloat, cling so tightly to Disney? And the answer is usually nostalgia. When the world feels overwhelming, Disney offers a chance to relive a time when life felt simpler. The parks are designed to give you that warm, familiar feeling, like returning to your childhood bedroom after a hard day. Characters you loved as a kid now wave at you in real life, and even though the cost has gone up, the feeling remains the same. And that is what Disney is selling. But this emotional connection is something Disney's marketing team understands very well. They don't just sell you tickets, they sell you belonging. They sell you a memory, a feeling, a sense of identity wrapped in their fantasy. They target your emotions and your heart, and your wallet as well. In 2024, Disney's total revenue surpassed $91 billion, with a large chunk of that coming from its parks, products, and experiences division. And people aren't just buying park admission, they are shelling out $40 for Spirit jerseys, $80 for themed backpacks, $130 for custom droids. And these aren't just one-time buys. Each year, there are new designs, limited releases, and event-exclusive merchandise. Disney knows that once you're in, you're emotionally open and more likely to spend. And the strategy isn't just about the price, it's how it makes you think it's psychology. And the numbers back it up. A survey showed that 58% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Meanwhile, the average household holds more than $6,000 in credit card debt. And Disney knows this and has partnered with buy now pay later services to make it feel easier to avoid what you can really pay for in cash. But these services aren't free. Miss a payment and the fees and interest start piling up. You are still spending more than you make. And it's not so much about the thing or the product itself. It's more about the rush and thrill of buying it. But the thing is, that rush, it fades very quickly, but the debt, it's still there. And mentally, it's exhausting. This kind of spending can take a toll. You might feel guilty after a big purchase, or you do it because you tell yourself everyone is doing it and life is short and Disney makes me happy. But the thing is, happiness that relies on constant spending is unstable. And for so many people, it leads to more stress and more burnout. And sure, it fills the gap, the stress, and your loneliness, but it also creates new stress, and that stress shows up on your credit card bill. So given all of this, what can we do? First, there's budgeting, and to be honest, no one likes to budget, but this one's pretty simple. Try the 50-30-20 rule. It's simple. 50% of your income goes to your needs, like your rent, your groceries, your bills. 30% goes to your wants, your Disney trip, your Mickey ears, and your overly priced churro. And 20% goes to your savings or debt repayment. If Disney is your passion, fit it in within that 30%. But don't tell yourself you actually need it in your life, and it's a need and falls within that 50%. A $6,000 Disney trip sounds great, but it's not worth it if it puts you behind on rent or makes you fall further behind on your credit cards. It's about finding balance between enjoyment and your financial responsibility. And next, invest instead of overspending. Take that $6,000 trip cost and imagine investing in an index fund with a 7% average annual return. In 10 years, that is around $12,000. In 20 years, that is over $23,000. That one Disney vacation today could become part of your retirement nest egg or your future down payment on a house. And that is the power of compound interest. Even $100 a month redirected from impulse Disney purchases could turn into over $17,000 in 20 years. And third, let's be honest, some people are going to do the Disney thing no matter what, and that's okay. But if you are going, you don't have to go all out to have a good time. There are plenty of ways to save money inside the parks without ruining the magic. Depending on how much time you have, skip the park hopper option. It might be tempting to squeeze in as much as possible, but jumping between parks adds a big extra cost. Instead, focus on one park per day. You'll save money and stress less trying to cram everything into a single afternoon. Also consider Disney's free transportation. Whether it's the monorail, buses, or Skyliner, Disney makes it easy to get around without a rental car or paying for parking. That is money back in your pocket before you even walk through the gates. And next, look for discounts. AAA, Costco, even credit card rewards. There are deals out there, but you might have to dig a little. And of course, embrace all the free stuff. Not everything magical needs to come with a price tag. Character meet and greets, free. Kid-friendly scavenger hunts, also free. Even just people watching on Main Street with a snack in hand, still free. The entire point here is you don't have to go broke to make memories. So if you're intentional about where your money goes, you can still have an amazing trip without going into financial debt. I'm not saying to not have fun, but it's more about being mindful and intentional with a plan. And none of this means you have to give up Disney entirely. You can still love Disney without going broke for it. Maybe save for one trip every few years instead of going multiple times a year. So to wrap this up, is the money you're spending bringing real lasting joy? Or are you just chasing a feeling that fades the second you leave the park gates? It's because Disney is a business, a powerful emotional nostalgic one. But it's still a business, and honestly, they don't care about you or your happiness, only as long as it keeps bringing in profits. So you don't owe Disney your paycheck or your peace of mind. And at the end of the day, it's capitalism, consumerism, and overconsumption. And that is it. Let me know what you think about Disney adults and this consumer culture we live in that's quietly draining our lives and our wallets in the comments below. And if you enjoy videos like this blend of consumerism, pop culture, and finance, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos. Thank you very much for watching. And if we zoom out, It's not just Disney adults. We live in a world where everything is just luring us with dopamine. So check out the next video on how, just like Disney, fast food chains use emotional marketing, convenience, and habit building to keep you spending without thinking. Whether it's Mickey-shaped snacks or $12 combos, it's all part of a bigger system designed to make you feel good, all while you keep spending.